We're here for FORGE, F-O-R-G-E. That is an acronym that stands for Family Organizations Recruiting Great Employees. We're pleased to welcome now Christee Holbrook, co-owner and president, Graham Roofing, and founding member of FORGE, and Haylie Quatrevingt, sales and marketing coordinator with Waters International Trucks. Ladies, thanks for coming on. So, first, Christee, describe to our audience exactly what FORGE is about, and what was the catalyst? What was the inspiration to create the organization?
I think we were all going into schools and talking about trades and what our individual businesses did, and decided to get together and see what we could do as a group. So, you know, it is our goal to recruit kids and to let them know that there is another pathway out there. So we all have really good careers in the trades, construction, truck driving, and want the kids in Mississippi to realize that we have great jobs right here in our area.
Absolutely. So Haylie, we got a room full of prospective future employees in front of us right now, and it looks like they're getting a taste what all these various occupations are about. What a great venue to host that and showcase that. Tell us about that.
Well, as students come through, we're asking them if they already have any current interests and trying to help them match careers with that. So we've got lots of students that have been strong in science or math, and we're talking about technical careers and how they can work on diesel engines and put all those skills to work. Or they can go the truck driving path, and really they go to school for 6 months, they receive a grant so they don't owe any money to pay it back, and they're working 3 times faster than their classmates and making 3 times as much money. So there's some great opportunities in the trucking industry and in others.
Gotcha. So a couple of folks have heard the sound of the crashing 2x4 blocks over there. What's that all about? They're like putting a puzzle together, stacking them up there.
It is actually a large Jenga set that they can stack up and build and see how long it lasts before it falls down. They also have a Lego set that they're building something with over here. So
giant Legos.
It is a giant Lego.
They're just encouraging those STEM careers and getting them thinking about problem solving, which is exactly what you would do under a diesel engine, for example.
I got you. Excellent. So, so tell us about the other members, Christee, of FORGE. Are most of them from around the region here?
They are. I think everybody is around the Columbus area, Columbus, Starkville, West Point, except maybe G&O Supply is out of Tupelo, but they service our area. So we've got Waters Truck and Tractor, just to name a few, Burns Dirt Construction, APAC, Graham Roofing, West Brothers Construction, McCreary West, Neil Schaefer and Associates, Phillips Contracting, G&O Supply, Burks Mordecai.
Yeah, all great companies.
Yes, Brick.
Yeah, so Haylie, does FORGE work directly with East Mississippi Community College, Mississippi State, other community colleges across the state?
Well, the design with FORGE is really to feed into that workforce pipeline. So we are, especially with this age, we're at 8th grade, they're just approaching the time to start making life decisions and getting on their career path. So we are planting that seed and then working with the programs that are available in our area to help them find that path. So today I can encourage them by telling them, for example, about the truck driving program or the automotive program, all those different things, and really help them hone in on the local programs that are available.
And we're pretty excited because they're about to start a 2-year construction program here that we just are trying to launch. So that's exciting.
And a lineman program is coming up, and that's all in combination with the CDL program that they've just turned into college credit.
Awesome. So for both of you, start with you, Christee. What's the job market looking like out there? I know it's been quite tight. You know, COVID kind of turned that all upside down. I'm hearing from people that it's starting to stabilize somewhat. What's your experience?
We're still struggling to find employees, and to keep them is the key. a lot of come and go in the younger generation, where I'm used to employees that have been with me 30 and 40 years and they're dedicated to gray roofing. Finding someone to replace that and have that loyalty has been a little difficult. So we're trying to come up with creative ways to show the younger generation, you know, what it's like to work for a company for a long time and retire there.
Yeah. And what about you?
I think one of the best ways we've found to speak to this age is really break down, for example, what a diesel mechanic might make hourly. So you can compare, you know, you start out at $20 an hour in a diesel tech job your very first year to your friend who's over at TJ Maxx making $10 an hour. So they'll work 5 hours to pay for their Air Force Ones while their friend is over there working 10 hours. And speaking to them in those terms when they're young really helps break down salary and what that can look like long term.
Yeah. What about some of the other employers that are a member or members of the Forge group? What do you hear from them? Are they expressing the same sort of situation, that they're still looking for people, unable to fill their staff out fully?
I think it's a struggle for all of us. I know Burns Dirt Construction has come up with some creative ways to get some of the younger generation into the dirt business, and it's fun to hear what they're saying and what they're doing. So we all talk and compare notes and try to get ideas from each other on, you know, how we can recruit this next generation.
It's interesting, your comment about just employee retention. Haylie, why do you think that the newer generations are just less inclined to stay around at a company for an extended period of time? What's going on there?
I think that some of the younger generation is just so unsure because they've either not been exposed to any career options or they've been exposed to way too many, depending on which events they've participated in and which school district they're in. So really helping them hone in on that. If we can start early, they're less likely to abandon their position later.
I see. So is there anything you're doing necessarily, Christee, to kind of mitigate that, combat that? You said something about one of the companies is doing some innovative, creative things that they've introduced. Anything you guys are doing to try to retain these employees?
Working on some things. I just launched a mental health program, which is big right now, where, you know, I am letting our people know that there is help out there for mental health. I think we have a lot of that going on right now. I myself have been trained in mental health first aid, and I think just recently putting that out there has been eye-opening for some of our people, and the fact that, oh, we really do care and we are a good company. So just little things, but we are working on a lot of things.
Yeah. How much does that affect, Haylie, your company's business decisions to grow and expand the company when you're concerned about being able to find workers and labor?
Well,
just to accommodate that expansion?
Yes, we recently expanded to Tupelo, so we now have a location up there, and they came ready-made with their own really strong service team. So it's all about what leadership you have in place, what kind of team mentality is being passed down from management. And I see our branches that have a stronger team mentality retaining employees better. So accommodating their needs, making them feel like family, making sure they're aware of all the things our company has to offer are all good strategies to help retain. But we have had to be very creative in that.
Have you found, Christee, that you've had to increase compensation, pay, and benefits in the overall package just to compete for the pool of employees that everybody's competing for?
Yes, we've had to increase salaries a good bit, but we also found that our younger employees are not that interested in the benefits such as 401k and health insurance. So we're now trying to get creative with that and figure that piece out. So it's all interesting and changing, and we're just trying to keep up.
Yeah. And are you finding that your competitors or it may not even be competitors, but other companies in other industries that are competing for the same workforce, they doing the same? Is that your experience?
I think so.
How about you, Haylie?
Going back to that team mentality, when your team doesn't feel like they work well together, you're likely to lose your employee to the guy down the street offering a quarter more per hour. But if you can keep that employee feeling like they have job satisfaction and are part of that family, they're more likely to stay.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, Really appreciate you guys joining us today. It looks like it's a fantastic event with lots of participation. As the 8th grade students walk through the Forge Expo today, they'll be able to participate in hands-on skills as well as experience the latest in tools, equipment, and technology. We're in the Element Well studio today at the CommUniversity for the big Forge event. We're coming right back with more. Stay with us.